Hey guys, Brian from Retread Paintball here again. Sorry, it's a little windy today, so maybe hard to hear at times. But we're here back again examining the Spire issue. So I got a couple guns out today. Soft shooting gun in the DM, a much harder shooting gun. Not harder, but you know, more violent in compared to smoothness of a DM or a spool gun. There's a poppet gun, obviously, so it's going to be a little bit more violent in nature in comparison. With a couple different kinds of paint. And got a new tray today from Virtue. Looks brand new. Still have the sticker on it. Still cleaning up a little bit of the residue there. And it's got the 7.0 board on it. And came with batteries and everything ready to go. So we want to test that out. But first I thought I'd shoot the DM here. Sorry, you know, I was playing Friday and Saturday and shot this quite a bit. So I haven't had a chance to clean anything. But wanted to try this out. So you can see it fires and stops like right away. You know, seems to be operating as normal, as you would expect for the most part. And then so wanted to try this guy out, see if we can reproduce the issue a little bit here. So it actually turned on and stopped. Guns on, air's on. But even with the anytime this thing senses anything like that, it will turn on and do that. So here it is, exhibiting its behavior here, with seeming to spin, and it actually stopped that time, but it was quite a bit of spinning. Especially in comparison to the DM, but now it's doing its thing. There we go. Sometimes if you know, kind of lean it back so more paint kind of falls toward the back, it seems to stop. Anyway, this is typical. Alright, so it's obviously, this one's doing that still. So let's try the new tray here. See if we can improve on this. Let me just fire off a couple of the rounds that are left here. Okay. Love how you can just pop these trays right out. There we go. Okay, so full of paint. This is actually this regular, I think it's GI Star paintballs. Nothing fancy, just kind of like a rec ball paint. This is hot box. I just brought another paint just in case. Let's try this out. Wow, I think you can see already, I mean, that's the kind of difference we were looking for. Wow. I mean, this looks really good so far. Okay, so that's okay. It stopped. As long as it stops and it's not excessively running your battery, you know, there's no reason. Nice. So we're actually getting down now toward the bottom, and it's still not, you know, getting overly excited. By the way, there, if you saw that where it kind of like jumped up and you heard it kind of like spin, that's the anti-jam function. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of hard to catch that in action because it's kind of hard to reproduce a jam, you know, just randomly like that, especially while you're filming. But that sound and that move, that would be more like what people experience if they're saying they're having, if that is happening and they're seeing balls like popping around like popcorn. That's more of the popcorning kind of issue. This is not exhibiting that in any way, and neither of my loaders have done that. Except when there is a jam. So, and what it's sensing is, you know, if there's a ball that's not feeding or something, it just pops it up and out of the way. And what I've seen is usually that if a ball is out of round, like actually this one's dimpled, and these just came out of a bag. But this one here is dimpled. So this one gets in there, right, or wedges itself in, or it's oblong or something, it can't feed. This thing pops it out of the way and reloads it until it either does feed or will just keep cycling it. So depending on how bad the pain is that you're trying to feed, it may do that one or more times. And I mean, it's a good thing because it's never jammed on me, and I've had a lot of even tournament grade paint that's been, you know, out of round to a degree. How many of these are like that? Okay, this one looks normal. But anyway, but regardless, it should stop. It shouldn't do that all the time unless, you know, if your whole hopper was that kind of pain, it wouldn't surprise me, but like this is stopping. I mean, before, when this would get this low, it would never stop like that. So this you would expect. You know, it's just trying to make sure that you're still feeding. And you can kind of see that, how when it's this low, you can see how it kind of will move balls out of the way just by the nature of its design. One thing I noticed is that you will, since the tray's tilted and everything, but since the feeder is actually toward the back, you do need to tilt the gun a little bit sometimes to get, you know, when you're down at the very bottom, to get the last couple balls to get back in here. And this is normal too. It should spin toward the end, but anyway, that is, hey, you know, I'm really excited. That is what we've been waiting for. That's normal function as far as I'm concerned for this loader. So just to be fair, let's try it on the DM. But I'll tell you, I'm excited. If this finally resolves this, as much attention as this has gotten, I'd rather be doing other things with my time. So, there's other videos I've been wanting to do. Anyway, all right. Okay, let's see. okay. I mean, it's kind of down there, and that doesn't bother me so much. I mean, when it's full was when I was really kind of upset. Your hopper's full and the thing's just sitting there spinning the whole time. But you saw in some of my other videos that that's what it was doing. So this seems a lot better. Let's try this hot box paint. But I'm going to say, so far, this is very, very promising. That is just, I can't tell you. Those of you that have been watching this for a while, have been following it from the beginning, you know, that's kind of what we wanted to see. So I'm really happy. Seems to be working. Thank you, Virtue. I don't know if you want me to send that board back, or you want to investigate this one and see maybe why. This had the 6.6 board. That didn't seem to make a difference, because we went from a 7.0 that it shipped with to the 6.6, still had the same issue. So I don't think it was the board. Something else in here, obviously that was replaced when they sent me the new tray, has resolved the issue, it seems. So I mean, I really won't know until I go out, play with it for a while, but so far I think they nailed it. So thanks everyone for hanging in there and sticking with us on this, and thanks again to the folks at Virtue for getting this resolved for me. It seems like I'll give it a week or so. If you don't hear from me, then I think we can consider this matter closed. If you have any of these issues, I suggest you contact Virtue and give them a call, talk to them, send in your hopper, you know, or see if they can send you out a new board or something, and get you back out on the field and playing. I mean, that's the idea here. All right, thanks a lot. Take care.